All right, Michigan defeats Iowa. Let's talk about it. 27-14. Um, it was one of them slobber knocker games. A little bit, they scored a touchdown at the end. Brady Corum broke loose at the end and scored a touchdown, but Iowa just don't got no offense. We knew that coming in. They had some moments in this game, but they only put up 7 points. Their defense actually did a good job, kind of holding Michigan to a few field goals, but if those would turn to touchdown, this just totally wouldn't be competitive. But Iowa got a top-notch defense. For the most part, it's pretty good, but they just don't have an offense to match. And over the years, that's pretty much been the issue with that's pretty much been the issue with Iowa. They just don't have the defense to they just don't have the offense usually to mount, you know, the points. Right? They believe in good defensive linemen, good offensive linemen over the years. But maybe they should try to recruit more, mobile quarterbacks and stuff of that nature. If I had to give it a wild guess, that's what I kind of, believe they maybe should look to do. But today was, the maturation process of JJ McCarthy, and one of the issues that we worry about with JJ McCarthy because he's a young quarterback is that is he going to take it, or is he going to let the game come to him? And today was a huge test. He played a really good defense. He allowed the game to come to him. That's a huge victory for him. He allowed the game to come to him. Right? He took what the defense gave him. At the end of the game, he's backed up in his own end zone. The drive before they really, put Iowa away, he was backed up in his own end zone, and he threw the ball away. I thought they should have ran it, but whatever they called, it wasn't there, so he threw the ball away. He threw the ball away, and that's maturity, and that's kind of where Cade McNamara had him at. Is that McNamara wasn't going to take no unnecessary risks. And today, McCarthy showed in Big Ten play that everything ain't boom or bust. That he gonna take what the defense give him, and he gonna take care of the football. And that's all he needed, honestly, to do. I thought he was gonna be taking a lot of shots and a lot of unnecessary, risks. When I thought about putting him in here, ball security was a big thing. And he passed that with flying colors today. And obviously he got some talent around him. Shout out to Mike Morris on the defensive side of the ball. He kind of coming into a star. But you look at his numbers and it won't tell the whole story. Wasn't nothing sexy about it. Iowa quarterback, when you look at it, had better numbers. But what he told you about McCarthy, he took what the defense gave him. And that's one thing that you can respect. And that's one thing that you can respect. That kid literally took what the defense gave him. So, but continue to look at these stats. Blake Corum is maybe should be in the Heisman running pretty soon. He had back-to-back almost 30 touch games, 133 yards and 1 TD. Gus Johnson, I know he's from Detroit, went to UD Jesuit boys school. He made a reference today. He said Blake Corum was from Detroit. He had played for the West Side Cubs. F the West Side Cubs. They're probably still cheating to this day. The cheating ass team right there. I'm for sure they was paying the refs off back in the day, dude. Allegedly. How about that? But it wasn't nothing, beautiful across the board with the receivers. These one of them Big Ten slobber knocker games. You'd have thought that it was snowing and raining out there. It's just tough, gritty Big Ten football. And this is a game that, McCarthy gonna grow from. And the defense can grow from this. They held them to 14 points. I thought it was 7. In my mind, it was 7. They held them to 14 points, but um, could have been a shutout, honestly. They held them to a donut, through the first 3 quarters. And then the offense probably went, up tempo. And, it's always hard when the offense change tempo, go up tempo, start rushing, you know what I'm saying? And to put the defense on his heels, but they responded. When McCarthy threw it away, they punted it back to him with good field position. And, Mike Morris responded. And then, I think he had back-to-back sacks. Damn near. It was at a sack and the pressure. Then, oh boy, I forget his name. He was a top 5 recruit. He shut it down and sacked him. That's one thing about college. The pros, when you lose a star, it's harder to reload. In college, man, you got stars on top of stars sometimes, especially with Miami back in the day. Talking about the Alabamas, the Ohio States, they got studs on top of studs. So, today was a big day for McCarthy. Huge day for JJ McCarthy. And then the one play that they really put it away with when they went up 20-7, I think it was when, he rolled out and, he hit Donovan Edwards for the TD in the back of the end zone. Now, he got some wheels on him. I know he probably thinking about the pros and all that type of stuff coming up, but he definitely an elite athlete with an elite arm. And now he's starting to get the experience to develop the other cerebral mental parts of the game. So, but like it's Big Ten football, and we had times we dominated Iowa. What was the offensive coordinator, defense coordinator we had who called nothing but blitzes? I forget his name. Was it Don Brown? Yeah, I would think it was his name, man. But for the most part, we had Iowa number for the most part. But Kurt France always got them. They're a gritty bunch. So if they can find a way to modernize their offense, they'd probably be a threat to win the Big Ten every year. They got the trenches, locked down, but it is what it is. Good win for Michigan, 27-14. I think next week they rolling on to Indiana. Another probably trying on good Indiana is this year, but this is the stretch for them. Going to Indiana is a tough place to play. Penn State, Michigan State, that's the stretch. Then obviously the big game of the year was Ohio State. So let me know what you girls and guys think. Check the college sports talk playlist for more videos like this. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, and the subscribe button, it's the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance of notification. We go live with drop video. And then you want to support the channel, Cash App, $CJ Good 313. Venmo CJ Good 313. PayPal link description. Hit the link tree. Find me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. Appreciate the love support. Good big win for Michigan. Let me know what's in the comment section. Peace.